I remember now. I was Aira's mother. I'm supposed to protect her, and I will. No one will ever hurt her. No one!
Ooh-wee! Did this episode have a grown-ass man tearing up like a little baby? I mean, I came to Dandadan for them aliens and them hands. Until season 1 episode 7 pulled up and smacked me right in them feels, bruh. Now don't get me wrong, the start of this episode was classic Dandadan. Wild action, clean ass animation. You know, shit that I was expecting. But then out of nowhere, we get thrown into Silky's backstory. And y'all already know that the character's gonna get killed off when they flash back into their backstory. Gee, I knew it was a wrap for her when I seen that new cut she got. God damn, that hairline pushing all the way to the crown of her head. She cursed with her LeBron packet. Big fella, you gotta let it go. But as we get into the backstory, it starts off dark and gloomy. I was thinking, bruh, this is just gonna be another cliche backstory, trying to get some emotion out of me before she gets packed up. You know, the sad childhood, endless suffering, the usual please feel sorry for me routine. Like, bro, you ain't had one good moment in your life, bro. You ain't had any type of fun, bro. You ain't Uncle Ruckus. Mister ain't gonna come and whoop your ass. But then she goes home and we see her daughter run and give her a big old hug with a genuine smile on her face. Literally a ray of light in all that darkness, shining so bright. A ray of hope in all that misery. Reminds me of my sunshine. And then that OST hits. Those piano notes, tough. That shit would perfectly complement the animation, as instead of animating moments of continuous suffering, half of the backstory was just quiet, happy moments. Moments most of us who were blessed with a loving mother recognize. Moments of pure love. The kind that takes you back to being a kid, reminding you of those quiet, peaceful moments where you were completely present, allowing true gratitude for what you have. And the way they did it with no words, just music? Mwah. Peak. Shit, the only other time I seen this executed this perfectly was in the movie Up, where a million feelings were communicated without a single piece of dialogue. That shit takes some great writing and directing to pull off, bruh. And the reason this hits so hard is because it's relatable. Whether you're a parent or a child, those quiet moments are real. That's what separates it from most of these tragic backstories. One Piece is another story that does this very well, as it builds a backstory around a universal emotion, whether that's love, loneliness, ambition, core emotions everyone has felt. Now, I ain't saying a sad theme is bad. I mean, look at Gyro from Hunter x Hunter. He had a compelling backstory, but the shit is overused and abused to the point where it's lost its bite unless done in a clever, creative manner. And that's exactly what this episode does, as after hitting you with that warm, peaceful feeling, it snatches that shit right back, as in an instant, that shit will be broken by pure chaos, as two intruders who seemed like loan sharks would break in and start causing havoc. And what makes this even more emotional is the money that she took from these sons of bitches would probably be used to make her daughter happy. And what made this scene so realistic was the emotion portrayed by the animation and voice acting. The way she got all those injuries, but despite that, still chased after her child, even while bleeding out so badly. The pain and suffering shown both physically and mentally now has a heightened effect due to the love we seen between the two prior. And I ain't gonna lie, it was this scene that made a thug tear done roll down my cheek. And then them intruders, bro, leave the kid alone, man. He scooped her up with no hesitation. We got a diddler here, man. He might as well sounded like Kratos. Get your big juicy ass back here. And once she realized her baby was gone forever, an elegant depiction through ballet, the thing she shared with her kid would be shown before she takes her own life. But just before she plummets to her death, we hear her baby say, "Thanks for being the bestest mommy ever." And this subtle depiction of her taking her own life was done in a subtle manner deliberately, forcing you to stay engaged, forcing you to think and feel. Finally, the cherry on top to this great backstory is how it relates to her current motives. As near the end of her backstory, we see her as a ghost and how she mixes up her daughter with Aira, rounding off her character and making her obsession with Aira feel natural, completing her character, rather than an unnatural motive placed as a last-ditch effort to make her character feel important. And as we go back to the present, we see Turbo Granny explaining Silky's fate, and she hits an emotional Momo and the viewer with this bar. Whether or not she can rest in peace is up to her heart. And as she was about to fade into a cruel fate of nothingness, Aira would hug her and let her know that she was the greatest mother ever, speaking for her real daughter and eliminating Silky's self-doubt in herself, allowing her to rest in peace. Now this backstory is up there with some of the greats. It may be number one. Shit, let me know in the comments if you agree with that take. And if you don't, let me know who has a better backstory. Now this vid was a bit different from our usual stuff, but I had to hop on that Dandadan season 2 hype train, bruh. But the lesson for this one is peace can only be given or taken by yourself. Either way, I've been yapping for too long, so like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and may peace be upon you.
Just having fun with off limits in Mister's house.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun? No.